Hi, this is Mike, and I want to show you what I want for article writing, which is the first step for search engine optimization for the blog network that I have. Now, what I have here is a tab in the tracking sheet. This is actually an overall tracking sheet that I use for SEO for the different target websites that I have, and I've listed all the targets that I have right now. I keep on adding more targets to it. And so, for instance, say if you have your name by one of these, example, you just go to the website, okay, and then you take a look at. Let's look at this one here. It's probably a better example here. You take a look at the website and see what the website is about. Okay, especially if it's the first time you've done this, you don't have the experience yet on what the different targets are. You need to take a look at what that website is and then see what kind of article it is. So this case here is about restaurant enclosures. It gives you some information. Okay, so what you do is from that information, what you're going to do is go to and this is something you want to do is on a regular basis, you want to go back to the tracker to see what is going on. So that way, so for instance, I'm always going to be going through and updating the tracker. So on a regular basis, you need to go through and see if anything's changed. I'll try to communicate if they have changed, but you need to go back here on a regular basis and see, okay, has anything been tracked, that you're working on has been changed. Now, I think probably the best way of doing this here is to keep track of who's doing what. I'm going to do is I'm going to have names by each of these things here to designate, okay, you are in charge of creating the backlinks for this. Okay, so say for instance you've already looked now at restaurant enclosures, you know when you write something about restaurant enclosures. Next, what you do, okay, so I have the name of the subject right here. You have then what you want to do is see, okay, what is the primary keyword? This is the main keyword. Okay, secondary keyword, a bunch of additional keywords that you want to use, and then the diversity keywords. Now I'm not going to go into all this yet. I'm going to cover that in another video, but I want you to be aware that these keywords are here. And again, I'll be updating these on a regular basis as needed. Okay, so say now you know what your topic. In this case, you're writing about restaurant enclosures. What you want to do is start writing an article. Now, first thing you want to do is to actually help you with doing this is you want to modify. I always use Word documents to help with this. I use the Word document to do my overall layout before I drop it into a blog post. So we're not going to drop in the blog post yet. First, what we're going to do is write the article. Then in another video, I'm going to talk about how to take this into a spinner to create many versions of this article before you actually get ready to post this. So for instance, okay, I have this now. If you saw that, I actually did, just make sure I did that pretty fast here. I actually went into to normal, format, paragraph, and I make sure before and after is 0. Okay. The reason is I want to make sure very clearly where an each paragraph is, because I want to do is manually before each heading I want to have 2 line breaks. After each heading I want to have 1. After each paragraph I want to have 1. This becomes more evident the reasons why we actually go into the spinning, which will be covered in another video. So I just want to make sure you're aware of this. Okay. Now also too, bullet points. We're not actually going to use bullet points because that won't show up in the spinner very well. So instead, what I want you to do is put asterisks. Okay. So for now, put asterisks wherever you have bullets. Makes it a lot easier to determine where that is going to be in the actual article, because you look for the asterisks afterwards. And I also recommend putting those line breaks in. Okay. Again, it'll make things a lot easier. Oops. It'll make things a lot easier as to where you want to put in these. Okay, so I have line breaks here. Again, right before a heading, 2 line breaks. And then after heading 1, same thing here. So go ahead, you get an idea what I mean here. Go ahead, make sure that all the bullet points are actually asterisks. When you actually do the article afterwards, you can switch back to bullets, but at least you know where that's going to be. Okay, so it actually helps designate it. You're also going to see too is wherever you're going to put that main keyword. In this case here, it was restaurant enclosures and all the derivatives of that. You want to put XXXX. Okay, the reason, and put it in capital letters. Okay, I didn't do it all the way through, but you want to do is definitely put it all in capital letters. The reason is coming down to the spinning afterwards and then actually putting your keywords. It makes it a lot easier. Okay, so put XXX wherever you're going to have a keyword. So you write the article. In this case here, say if it was, for example, about restaurant enclosures, you write blah, 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 blah about restaurant enclosures, but the restaurant enclosures, the word restaurant enclosures would be XXX. This will actually help you later on. So it won't be quite apparent now, but I want to make sure it's very clear in how I want these articles written. Okay, and so we see we're covering that. Covered spacings, and And make sure you have the title, again, one line before the title, okay? So that is basically it. You want to sew the keywords all the way through, and ideally you want to have the keyword in the last sentence as well. Okay, so whatever you're going to write, make sure in that last sentence you actually have the XXX in that sentence somewhere, because it's essential to have that for your SEO down the road. Okay, the size of the article needs to be at least 800 words. You can see this one here is 938 words. These articles have to be at least 800 words, preferably between 800 to 1,000 words. It's very important that you do that, because what it does, it actually helps and increases the likelihood that these articles are actually going to rank, because they have enough text. It's all about the content. Okay, so that's it for writing the articles, and stay tuned. Once you have written these articles, in the next video we'll talk about how to do the spinning from these articles after they've been written. Okay, thanks a lot.